Good morning. My name is Jason Pittman, and I'm the seed rep for Bear Crop Science in Southwest Georgia. We're going to spend a few minutes this morning telling you about just three of our new cotton varieties. Obviously, we have a big lineup. You guys are probably all familiar with varieties like 1840, 2038, 2127, 2012, but we didn't put the whole gamut in this year. We just wanted to key on three of the newest ones. The first one we'll talk about is 2414. So this is a Thryvon variety, and you notice the T in the name there. It's a B3TXF, so that gives you some thrips protection. It also gives you some plant bug protection. This one performed really well in the trials last year up in North Alabama, kind of that lower mid-south region. We didn't have it down here to trial, so we're looking at it this year in the southeast to see if it may be a fit for that 2012 acre, that behind sweet corn, or that late planting as we get into late May, early June, and trying to finish up those acres. Looks really good right now. It's growing really well down here. The proof will be in the pudding at harvest time, but we're pretty excited about this one. The next variety we'll look at is 2328. Again, this has a T in the name, so it's a Thryvon, so we get some plant bug protection. We also get thrips control. Some of you may have planted this one last year. We released it in 23. It's a companion variety to 2333, which is one of our most popular varieties for 24 planting. But this one right here gives us that Thryvon option. It looks like it's going to do really well on dryland or irrigated, kind of that broad fit type variety. What I like to do with it is plant it on the earlier window, maybe the first 20-25% of your acres, where you don't have to worry about getting right back for thrips control, and then swap up to one of the other varieties as we go later into the season, because this one is a little bit more expensive since it carries that extra Thryvon trait. But it'll save you an acephate spray, and then if you have heavy plant bug pressure, one spray for plant bugs would way more than pay this, not to mention the yield loss that you get. And a lot of times we don't feel like we have plant bug pressure in the southeast, but we do. It may be more spotty than they see in the deltas or the mid-south, but every year we have hot spots show up, and if you're not sweeping your fields and checking, if you're not really watching for square retention, then you may be getting hurt. If you go out there and you look at your field later in the season and you got gaps in the plant where you don't have any fruit, maybe you're missing some lower fruit, maybe you got squares just kind of missing all over the plant, and you don't know what happened, more times than not, you could have had a plant bug hit at some time during the earlier growing season. So if you've not tried a Thryvon trait in one of our varieties, you should look at it. You may like what you see. And then finally, 2333. So this was our #1 seller this year. This is a broad fit variety, dry land all the way up through the top end irrigated. We've tested this thing now for 4 years, and it's always been at the top or right there in the top 2 or 3 of our trials, from breeder data all the way through our field testing. We were supposed to release it in 2023, but we had seed quality issues coming out of our breeding sites out of Texas, and so we didn't have enough seed supply to release, but we released it in 24 in a big way. There's a lot of acres planted around the state of Georgia and South Alabama, and right now it looks really good. It's growing really well. Hopefully we can continue to get some rain like we got here yesterday and give us an opportunity to make a really good crop. Thank you for your business and your time.